What's up, you guys? I'm here to speak the truth. The whole truth. You probably can't handle it. It's the unsugar-coated, uncompromised truth. And it's gonna offend some people today, but that's alright. Because that's what I'm here to do. Is offend some people. And I'm gonna use this. Alright, enough of the dramatic music. Okay, look. I'm not gonna put on a show for you. I'm honestly tired of people that do that because they just get people all worked up, and they speak with all this repetition and passion, and they just put on a show, and then they speak the complete false gospel that saves no one. Yes, the truth is offensive, but the truth is not about repentance of sins, because repentance of sins is what all the religions preach. What actually is offensive about the cross is this. You will never, ever, ever be good enough for God. You will always fail him. Your righteousness is like filthy rags, and without Jesus Christ, you're going to hell. That's what's offensive. Paul said if you add one work to the gospel, the offense of the cross would cease. Okay? It's not about trying real hard to be perfect, to be saved, because no one will ever, ever achieve it. And that's why the Pharisees couldn't stand Jesus, because the Pharisees thought they were perfect. And Jesus is like, no, you think you keep the law, but you don't realize how disgusting you are on the inside. Because he was talking about how if you even look at a woman with lust, you've already committed adultery. And if you hate your brother, you've already murdered him. Jesus upped the standards for the law, and they didn't like it because they wanted to glory in their flesh. They thought they were able to earn salvation, but we can't. And that's why we have to just trust in Jesus, his finished work. So we receive his perfect righteousness by faith. It's all about faith. And then you got these preachers out there, preaching the law, keep the law to be saved, basically, and they're repelling people. And then they brag about repelling people when Jesus actually drew people in. Jesus drew the sinners in. The sinners loved him. The Pharisees hated him. Okay? So if someone is preaching bad news, it is not the gospel. Because the word gospel literally means good news. Okay? It's not sugar-coated. It is sugar. It's the sweetest, most wonderful message of all time. And that's what they're preaching against. Okay? It's been between grace and work since the beginning of time. It's just getting worse now because we're in the last days and people are falling away from the faith. They're not falling away from their obedience. They're falling away from the faith. And the preachers out there saying they're preaching an offensive gospel, they're the ones getting offended by the truth. And they don't even see it.